The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Auburn! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy, really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. Those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
On the run, it's McNeil. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's McNeil. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
On a cold night, you feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right out the gates?
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Slams it ahead. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Good enough for a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Auburn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David, getting stopped on 4th and goal. There's a live football. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
That's a great job by the defense, swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The play action fake. He's right on target. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on 2nd and short. 3 wideouts to the left. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. 42 Spiders. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hubs it downfield. It's caught downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. On the move. Crosses the 10. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to pass. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense working from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're getting this guy lathered up. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Badger. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs, too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the run, it's McNeil. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Safe completion on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow. And obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver. And the defense able to come away with the INT.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Using his legs, it's McNeil. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Johns. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And as he throws, for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here on 3rd down, the receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to Duke. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
First order of business here. Don't give up a big return. Then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win.